Hey sports fans, it was one of the best weeks for Philly sports. 3 Philly teams won, 1 lost. Let's start with the Philadelphia Flyers winning their first preseason game. Brothers Jackson Cates and Noah Cates each scored, and the Philadelphia Flyers defeated the Boston Bruins 2-1 at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Noah Cates gave Philadelphia a 1-0 lead at a minute 42 of the second period on a 5-on-3 power play. He scored at the back door off a behind-the-back pass from Morgan Frost across the top of the crease. Jacob Larko tied it 1-1 for Boston at 12:50 of the third, scoring from the high slot after he knocked down Josiah Didier's shot attempt from the point. Jackson Cates scored the game winner at 15:20 of the third period, deflecting in a point shot by Igor Zamala from the slot. Final score, Flyers 2, Bruins 1. Good luck to the Philadelphia Flyers in their next game against the Washington Capitals on Wednesday. Ronald Acuna singled home the go-ahead run in the 11th inning, and the Atlanta Braves stayed close in the National League East race, outlasting the Philadelphia Phillies 8-7 Sunday in a game that took over 6 hours to complete because of a 2-hour rain delay. Kyle Schwarber's 2 homers came off of Braves starter Charlie Morton, a leadoff homer in the first that ticked the outside of the foul pole in right field, and a liner that barely cleared the wall in left center in the third for a 4-3 lead. Dansby Swanson hit a 2-1 homer in the fourth off Philly starter Kyle Gibson for a 5-4 lead. Swanson had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. With the rain pouring down across Citizens Bank Park in the fifth, both Bryce Harper and Alec Baum lifted sacrifice flies for a 6-5 lead. The score remained that way until the 8th, when Phillies reliever David Robertson caught a 2-out, bases-loaded wild pitch that scored William Contreras with the tying run. In the 11th, Ronald Acuna hit an RBI single off Andrew Belletti for a 7-6 lead, and later scored on a 2-out single by Michael Harris II. Final score, Braves 8, Phillies 6. Good luck to the Philadelphia Phillies in their next game against the Chicago Cubs on Wednesday. E.J. Warner threw 2 touchdown passes, and Leighton Jordan returned an interception 41 yards to lead Temple to a 28-0 win over Massachusetts on Saturday. Warner, the son of Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, got his first win as a starter, going 11 of 22 for 173 yards. He opened the scoring with an 11-yard strike to Ian Stewart and capped it a 50-yard connection with Andonicus Sanders. Temple backup quarterback Quincy Patterson completed all 3 of his passes and led the Owls in rushing with 10 carries for 52 yards and made it 14-0 early in the second half with a 3-yard touchdown run that capped an 80-yard drive. Jordan's pick 6 highlight capped the first shutout for the Owls since 2016. Final score, Temple 28, UMass nothing. Good luck to the Temple Owls in their next game against the Memphis Tigers on Saturday. Devontae Smith had a simple mentality when Jalen Hurts threw him the ball in coverage. "It's my ball or nobody's," he said. Smith made sure of that, catching 8 passes for a career-high 169 yards and a touchdown in the Philadelphia Eagles' 24-8 rout of former quarterback Carson Wentz and the Washington Commanders on Sunday. Hurts dialed up the bat phone plenty for Smith, who made acrobatic catches along the sideline and to the edge of the end zone for respective gains of 45 and 44 yards, and hauled in a touchdown pass on 4th down to end the first half with no time left on the clock. Hurts was 22 of 35 for 340 yards and 3 touchdown passes, 1 each to Smith, A.J. Brown, and Dallas Goedert. Coming off a 3-touchdown game with 2 on the ground, Hurts continued to show he could get the job done with his throwing arm along with his legs. Final score, Eagles 24, Commanders 8. Good luck to the Philadelphia Eagles in their next game against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday. Last week I went 3-3 in my picks. I got the Browns, Jaguars, and Rams white. I missed the Pats, Chiefs, and Bucks. It's week 4 of the NFL season. Which teams will win on Thursday and Sunday? Miami Dolphins versus Cincinnati Bengals. The Dolphins won 21-19 to Buffalo. The Bengals won 27-12 at New York. I have the Miami Dolphins winning in Cincinnati. Minnesota Vikings versus New Orleans Saints. The Vikings won 28-24 to Detroit. The Saints lost 22-14 at Carolina. I have the Minnesota Vikings winning in London. Jacksonville Jaguars versus Philadelphia Eagles. The Jaguars won 38-10 in Inglewood. The Eagles won 24-8 in Landover. I have the Philadelphia Eagles defeating Doug Peterson. New York Jets versus Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jets lost 27-12 to Cincinnati. The Steelers lost 29-17 to Cleveland. I have the New York Jets winning in Pittsburgh. New England Patriots versus Green Bay Packers. The Patriots lost 37-26 to Baltimore. The Packers won 14-12 at Tampa. I have the New England Patriots winning at Lambeau Field. Denver Broncos versus Las Vegas Raiders. The Broncos won 11-10 to San Francisco. The Raiders lost 24-22 at Tennessee. I have the Las Vegas Raiders getting the first win of the season. Check in next week and we will see how everyone did. In what year did the Philadelphia Flyers win their first Stanley Cup? The answer, 1974. That is a wrap. You can check me out on my podcast at Stefan Sports Radio, or through the podcast app, or this YouTube channel. And you can listen to me on Saturday nights at 6 o'clock on 1360 WNJC in Cherry Hill. Thank you for watching and see you next time on Let's Talk Sports.